And I'd just like to welcome everyone to the 2019 Annual General Meeting. We are once again fortunate to be here, as was indicated, the town of Blue Mountains at the stunning Blue Mountain Resort. And I want to thank you to everyone who assisted in facilitating our visit this year. A lot of effort goes into coordinating this event, and I would like to acknowledge everyone who has had a hand in putting this together. As was mentioned, this is no small task, as you can see, just from everything that needs to be set up. So thank you on behalf of the Board of Directors to each and every one of you. I'm happy to see so many familiar faces here, and I want to extend a warm welcome to all the new delegates in attendance. In addition, a number of our long-serving delegates are joining us for the last time as they move into different phases of their career or into retirement. We wish you all the best. Many of you have traveled a great distance to be here, and your attendance shows your commitment to be involved in your respective branches and the association as a whole. Since the spring board meeting, the Board of Directors and I have been engaged in internal and external issues affecting each and every one of you and the members that we represent. Of note, we've been engaged with member mental health and wellness, government relations, related conferences and panel discussions, strategic planning, provincial staffing levels, and day-to-day advocacy and engagement. You will hear additional specifics from each of the board members throughout the week, either within the Congress or a lot of the times we find that much is accomplished outside in small group discussions as well. This past June 27th marked the first official recognition of PTSD Awareness Day in Ontario. The private members' bill was brought forward by Brantford Brant PC MPP Will Bouma and received royal assent this past May. We applaud Mr. Bouma for his efforts and determination to bring this initiative to fruition in support and acknowledgement of those touched by post-traumatic stress disorder and operational stress injuries. This association was instrumental in the early stages of consultation that resulted in a unanimous passing of Bill 163, supporting Ontario's First Responders Act PTSD disorder. 2016 in the legislature. Over the past couple of years, we have made strides in reducing the stigma associated with PTSD. Nevertheless, our efforts must continue in order to gain a greater awareness and understanding of the impacts of PTSD and its effects on our members and your families. Our strategic plan continues to be the driving force behind our commitment to the membership. Thursday afternoon, we will be hearing from the leads from the operations, membership, and governance pillars with a status update on the advancements made to date and what our next steps will entail. Our engagement over the summer with various panels, groups, and committees has been beneficial in terms of what we have been able to advocate on behalf of our members. On June the 17th, I led a delegation to the Center for Forensic Sciences to provide OPPA perspective to the expert panel on police suicides constituted by the Chief Coroner, Dirk Heyer. This meeting was an amazing opportunity to discuss our concerns about the health and well-being of our active and retired members. Of special interest, we identified that staffing levels are critically low in far too many workplaces throughout the province. Specifically, quotes the front line, we were pleased to see a number of our observances and recommendations to the panel that were included in the final report that was just released in the past few weeks. Later in June, the board and staff members from head office, as well as Branch 18 President John Carter, attended a meeting with the independent review panel to articulate our concerns with the culture within the OPP. Once again, we put forth recommendations, which we hope will be included in the panel's report, scheduled for release later at the end of November. I had the opportunity to spend time with Commissioner Carrick this summer as we toured the province together, visiting a number of locations and addressing members in the next steps in the OPP internal mental health review. We were very pleased with the turnout at all of the events. It was beneficial to be able to include our wellness partners, Boots on the Ground, Badge of Life Canada, and Wounded Warriors on this tour. You'll hear from these groups this week as we've invited them to speak to you just for a few minutes on what they're all about and what they bring to the table and how we can work collaboratively with these external stakeholders to provide greater support to you. Commissioner Carrick and I will be providing a fulsome update on the feedback we received during the Wellness Symposium at the spring board meeting, continuing to open the lines of communication, presenting a unified front on the importance of being better versions of ourselves as individuals and as organizations, which will inch us closer to the future that we see for our members. In August, the Commissioner and I visited the Los Angeles Police Department Behavioral Sciences Service, and this visit was critical to the health and well-being of our members, both active and retired. This program was recommended by the Ombudsman in 2012 as a model to follow. We attended the Behavioral Sciences Services building, which was located off-site of the headquarters of the LAPD. The three items that we noticed immediately was the fact that the physical separation of the buildings from that of police operations. The BSS staff do not report to the chief of police, and the staff are all doctors. And they manage the risk associated with the mental health challenges of their officers and civilians of law enforcement. Imagine that concept, allowing the professionals to manage the risk associated with the issues surrounding mental health. That's how it should be done. We spent an entire day learning firsthand how they embed health and wellness into everything that they do at the Los Angeles Police Department, and several clinicians spoke to us in the fact that LAPD hired their first police psychologist in 1968, 51 years ago. So that's how ahead of the curve and progressive they have been in getting out in front of some of these issues. We look forward to our session later this week with the Commissioner and the newly appointed deputies. Throughout the summer and into the early fall, Chief Legal Counsel Gavin May, James Gervin, myself, and recently David Sabatini continue to participate in discussions for the implementation of the new Community Safety Act, Bill 68. And these discussions informing the regulations for the Act are going to be critical for supporting our members. Each and every one of the board, in the absence of myself or John or David, will have an opportunity to engage on these discussions because they are coming fast and furious. There are many technical tables, and the OPP Association, along with the Police Association of Ontario and the Toronto Police Association, need to be at the table. Staffing levels have always been and will continue to be a top priority for the association. Later today, Director Jason Cull, along with Research and Strategic Analyst Kendra Archambault, will be presenting their findings based on research and metrics compiled using our new staffing shortage form. Participation from our membership has been vital in tracking and reporting on staffing issues throughout the province. We continue to work on the implementation phase of the comprehensive and integrated mental health program for our active and our retired members. While we want this program implemented yesterday, we are also committed to making sure it is implemented correctly and provides the greatest amount of support to our active and our retired members. Over the past 6 months, the Board of Directors has been engaged on a number of initiatives that support our strategic plan, business of the OPPA, and membership. Each of us will discuss in their respective portfolios throughout the week. I would like to take the opportunity to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of each member of the Board of Directors, staff, and representatives throughout the 20 branches that span the province. It is through our collective efforts that we continue to strive for the utmost professionalism and dedication to improving working conditions, keeping our members and our communities safe. Thank you once again for taking the time away from your families and attending the 2019 Annual General Meeting. We will continue to work together to provide support and ensuring fairness and balance to our utmost importance.